Hello guys, Dave here at the Coffee Time Riffs with Dave Menzies. Just wanted to carry on the theme from last week of alternative tunings, and today I thought we'd look at another very famous tuning which I call DADGAD, just because it spells out really the notes that the strings are tuned to. So it's basically a drop D tuning, and the kind of people who you would associate this with, I suppose, are primarily the kind of folk set initially, but it was also made very, very popular by Jimmy Page, who had a folky side to him. It wasn't all just hard rock with Jimmy. He did a lot of work with a guy called Roy Harper, where they did a lot of acoustic stuff, sitting around in the Lake District and playing largely with this tuning. It was also used by a lot of the sort of American folk blues kind of people, like Ry Cooder. Paris, Texas, if you remember that, if you've seen that, the sort of theme tune to that featured a lot of sort of slide playing. A lot of that was in that tuning. Also used by people like Robbie Krieger from the Doors, all sorts of people. Johnny Marr from the Smiths, very famous for using all sorts of different tunings, used this quite a lot as well. And it gives you just a nice, a bit of a sort of Eastern kind of feel. So this is us in just ordinary standard tuning. As you can tell, just a chord of E there, as we're perched here above the Glasgow Delta, the Clyde estuary behind us here, and the Erskine Bridge. So we'll drop the tuning down, give ourselves much over a nice country sort of feel, countryside folky kind of feel. So we're going down again, bottom E string, we're taking that down like last time to D. And if you aren't confident doing that by ear, I'm just really comparing the two D notes, or dropping this down so it sounds an octave apart from that D. Use a tuner if you have one. Simple, you should all have one. You should have a tuner. They're great, so you can just do it with the tuner. I'm going to do it by ear. So D, A, D, G, A. So the next one that needs to go down is the B string, and that goes down to A. You can hear that's an octave apart. And then the top E is going down to D as well. So you can probably hear that. So we've got D, A, D, G, A, D, DADGAD. Simple as that. And that gives us a bit of a mystic sort of feel. So let's move over to Sky right now. This is we'll move over to a nice part of Sky. A bit more appropriate to this kind of feel. So there are, like with the G tuning, you're a little limited in the sort of chords that will work. It's all a matter of taste, I guess, but your sort of E-shaped chord works in places, gives you a certain sort of feel. But a nice shape you can use and you can immediately start to do some stuff with is just this shape here, which is really an octave. You can do that, use that in standard tuning as well, but in this tuning, you can do some really nice tunes only using that shape. One of the favourite songs I've ever written is a song called Wisdom, which is more or less uses that shape all the way through it. There are a couple of others, like this is quite a nice shape as well. So you recognise some tunes, Led Zeppelin or Jimmy Page, if you're familiar with any of the Led Zepp stuff, things like Black Mountainside features that tuning. The Doors, This Is the End, is just that tuning. So play around with it. I'll give you a little diagram in the video as well, which you should see appearing here shortly, just with what the notes go to and I'll put in a couple of little chord shapes, that octave one. Do a little close up on that actually so you can see that shape, and really just move that around to get started with this tuning. It's lovely. Hope you enjoy it. So it's been Dave, Coffee Time Riffs with Dave Menzies, and I will see you next time. Enjoy. Cheers now. Bye.